Let's bring in Dennis Price, the founder of Heroes for Humanity, which is a group of veteran special operators who have been on the ground assisting with rescue and recovery efforts since this tragedy struck. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us. You're a faith-based organization, and like we said, many of your volunteers are veterans, and they have capabilities that other people do not. So tell us what you are doing right now as we enter day 6.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having us on. I think Haley covered it very well, that there's a lot of do-gooders out there, and a lot of people are trying to come together. We were there at Heroes for Humanity since pretty much day one, and we went to the ground, hit the ground running, and started getting to work. Immediately, all these multi-agencies started using us due to our backgrounds as veterans and special operations veterans. Most of these dives that are happening are guys, because we're combat divers, either in Force Recon, MARSOC, or any of the other special operations. We're able to go out and dive and help these people. A lot of our training is for scout snipers. We're looking for anything that breaks the baseline and anomalies, shine, outline, contrast, and background. We're able to, because some of us are still in or retired from the military, we're able to get in the military and civilian helicopters, do search and rescue from there. So we're just trying to, sow seeds of hope in other families and provide closure to them while doing anything we can to serve the people, just like we did in uniform, and as we're doing now.
The level of debris in these dives is unbelievable. I can't imagine this is a normal dive operation, if there is such a thing. What are some of the challenges that you're facing right now?
So right now, like you said, it's a lot of diving, and one of the challenges we're having right now is we do need more cadaver dogs and deconfliction with cadaver dogs. And then, as you see in the videos and all these pictures, there's a lot of debris and chunks of houses and RVs all piled on top of each other, about 20 feet high. And under that debris is about 5 feet of muck. And in that 5 feet, there's people in there and everything. So we need more extraction equipment, excavators, and all that other stuff. And it's just going to take a lot of time, a lot of manpower, and that's why cadaver dogs are just a hidden gem in this.
Yeah, and that's the tragic reality of it all, is that you need those dogs. And yesterday, Dennis, the number of people who were reported missing, just dramatically went up to 161 in Kerr County alone. Did that revelation surprise you? I guess it could go to show that it really was impossible, and it still remains very difficult to determine the number of people really impacted by this when you're talking about a rural area where there are also campers involved.
No, to see that number of 160 plus, that was heartbreaking. I saw that on the news yesterday when they released that, and it was mind-blowing to me. And just as Haley covered it earlier, it's such a tragedy, because those people went out to celebrate on the 4th of July, and they woke up to mourn. That's what made the influx on that. So to see it, there's still 161 people plus missing. It just means that we need to continue to combine, unite, and everyone should be on the ground. And this should be the focal point of America until those 160 become zero. And I think everyone's doing a really good job. I think the state and the federal and all these multi-agencies who are using us at Heroes for Humanity and other volunteers, man, it's just such a massive blessing. And everyone just needs to keep uniting in this effort until that number becomes in the head and into the single digits, and then to zero.
Uniting and praying. As we mentioned, you're a faith-based organization, and I'm sure many who are mourning the loss of so many are going to be turning to that Bible verse that those who believe in me live even though they die. Dennis, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for what you're doing. We appreciate your efforts.
Thank you so much for having me on.
You're very welcome. All right, turning to a Fox News alert.